Well, hello, this is Theresa, and welcome to my channel. Today's topic is Junk Journal Journey 2025, and it's a 30-day collaboration done on a weekly basis for those of us who have volunteered to do it. And even though this is technically the third week of March, I'm calling this the second week of the collaboration because there was only one day in the first week. Excuse me. And so today I'm going to talk about folios and signatures. The lovely Trish at Crafting Whimsy may be doing a video this week, and I look forward to seeing that if she finds the time to be able to do that. Now, the reason I say may be able to is because I've asked people to volunteer, but when I ask people to do something, I'm always grateful if they have time to do it, but I understand that life happens, and so folks aren't always able to fit everything in, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Okay, so let's get back to my desktop. And real quick, before we move on to what I just said we were going to do in this episode, Junk Journal Journey. Excuse me, just had dinner and I need to drink more water. I did finish my day 11. So you barely can see the 11. So this is the 9th of March, but this is day 11 for when I started on the 100-day project. My savings component is taken care of. I put my money in there, and I did a little bit of decoration, and I'm going to talk about how that happened. So I was going through my stuff to kind of tidy it up. I have 3 of these baskets. This basket is my stuff in a basket. This basket is a nurse journal project that I'm working on. So it just has, you know, the digitals and where I'm at with tearing up ephemera and that sort of thing. And then I have another basket that is labeled vintage right here. And this has some of my vintage items that are available to me to work on. So my vintage in a basket. This is my newer stuff in a basket, and this is my vintage in a basket. But this little piece of tissue paper was in one of my baskets, and I took it out and I just started doing stuff to it. The first thing I did was I grabbed out my 3 different colors of chalk markers that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I just colored spaces in on the tissue paper. Then I took out one of my micron pens. Is that what they're called? Micron? Micron, yes. And I started tracing the edges, and then I traced with my white Artesia pen, not Artesia, Artistro, and then I took some gesso, and I pounced some gesso on there and then kind of swooshed some gesso. And then I had a little piece of warm eaten Italian vintage paper. Started to get a tear here, so I used some of my Tim Holtz faux tape here. And so then I used a big chunk of it on this page, like that. And that completes this page. So I just took 5.5 minutes of the time that I said was for Junk Journal Journey to just update you on my 100-day project 2025. Now I want to talk about this week's topic, folios and signatures. Here we have 3 folios. I'm sorry, 3 signatures. When I take, this is just a piece of mica that I have hanging out for some reason. When I take one of the pages, or I should say when I take one of the folios off of my signature, then this is a folio. And a folio is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. And then, all depending on how many folios you put together, determines how many pages you have, and yeah, just that, how many pages you have in a signature. So, first you have a folio, which in the junk journal world, a lot of times that is 1 8.5 by 11, and of course in the US, that is folded in half, and that creates 4 pages. Then when you put the folios together, all depending on how many you put together, that will form a signature, and that will give you, again, depending on how many you put together, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 pages. A lot of times I don't, yeah, I think I use the front and back a lot. Okay, so I've got 3 signatures here, and on this signature I did use the front. I made a pocket that I stuffed a piece of vintage paper in. I love this stuff. And this one is even like onion paper. That makes it all the more yummy. Now, what I could do is I could put these all together in a cover and bind them somehow and make a journal. We're going to go right back to this now. I have been developing this excuse me, particular signature, developing it into an ephemera book. So I cut out some pieces of vellum, and I actually sewed them onto some digital pieces, some digital scraps, but those scraps are glued onto the page, and so only have the vellum pockets. And I did that because I didn't want to sew the vellum pieces directly onto the page and have the thread come through. This is a belly band that I made with mica, but we're not going to talk about that because that is next week. And so we're just looking at the pages right now. And of course, talking about this, this is basically for next week too, but I wanted to explain it in case you saw that Wonder what the heck does she have so many pockets there for? So I'm going to put these 3 signatures to the side. And I'm going to grab my cover. Oh my gosh, that's my cover? What in the world? Yes, this is my cover. So anytime you have a box like this, this is a wonderful opportunity for a cover. It could be a cereal box, it could be a cracker box, it could be a rice box. Rice boxes are pretty thick though. I don't like to go too thick with things for the most part. Now this is where you may want to fast forward if you're watching this on the replay, because I am not a fast crafter sometimes, often. Probably 40%, 50%, maybe 50% or more even. I'm not a fast crafter. So I hope everyone's doing well. It's a beautiful day here in Arizona. Here's the chickens have put themselves to bed already. It's not even 6 o'clock. It's 5:58. And trying to figure out what's the easiest way. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Sometimes I will keep this kind of thing and tuck it in for a pocket, and I would be fine to do that if I was doing a what I call a junk journal. And what I mean when I say a junk journal is that on a junk journal, I don't hide the junk. I try to embrace the junk, which when I'm done with this, the idea is that it will not look like a junk journal. You won't even be able to tell that I made this with a Cheez-It box. I do everything by eye. Well, not everything, but I often do not measure. If you like to measure, that's great. And folks who enjoy measuring do some beautiful work. But there are no rules in junk journaling. So do it your way. Have it your way. Just like Burger King. This actually is a little difficult to eye, so I am going to look at it. And it's kind of hard for me because I've got them oh, no I don't. I thought I had the metric side up, but I don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little short of 5. 1, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit over a half. I think that'll work. Now, I'm going to take my stuff and put it away. Get my gesso brush out. I should have put Amazon packing paper down. It made my life easy. But you know about hindsight. Hello, April. You had a tough time of it today doing a video, didn't you? Stupid internet. I'm struggling because I wasn't smart. I didn't put Amazon packing paper down instead of stupid lightweight deli liners. What kind of storm are you having? Is it another like snowstorm or let's see, raining and storming? So more just like an angry March storm maybe. Weather's been super weird this year. Okay. Oh, what a mess I'm making. Hi, Joan. Well, I appreciate that, April, but I hope you went and got yourself something to eat and took a potty break at least. Oh goodness, I am making such a mess. I'm getting gesso everywhere. This is probably the messiest I've ever been with putting gesso on something. I'm going to lay that over there for a minute. I need to figure out how to get it to dry fast though, because that is my project for today. Goodness gracious. I have gesso underneath my drawer. I think I hit the phone with it earlier. And I tell you what, April, I will never question you about looking at my shirt to see if I got gesso on it. I hope not. I will never question you about your mail system. I have been watching the tracking on your package, and it is just ridiculous. The first time it said it was going to be there Thursday by 9 o'clock, or this Thursday. Yeah, no, Friday by 9 o'clock. And then it was like, I thought it had made its way out of Tennessee, and then it started giving messages like it hadn't even made its way out of Tennessee. And I was like, this is confusing. And it just, it makes me nervous because I don't want it to get lost. So when it's being funny like that, I'm just like, oh my gosh. You did tell me that. And you were not just being a grumpy consumer. You were being spot on. Okay, I'll clean that better later. Hi, Cindy. So they no longer contract with UPS, so the post office is so slow. Wait, it went through Tennessee, Cindy. So it came from Arizona, and it went. Tennessee was one of the spots, which that in itself didn't give me any pause, because I don't know what the route is, but it looked like it started to go to. Nope, it may take a month or two, but we'll make it lovely, lovely. Okay, now I need this to dry. So I think what I'm going to do to just be able to move on is I'm gonna start collaging, and I'm gonna use antique book pages. That's what it looked like, April. It looked like it went to Tennessee twice. It was like it was starting to get your way, and I thought, oh, next stop is her house. Is back in Tennessee again. And I had to blink because I was like, am I seeing things? What the heck? So, but I also sent you a letter the day before. So it's an envelope that there's a card in it. Did you get that, April? Or is it just going to be a race as to which one gets there first? Because I sent you an envelope of stuff, and then I heard you talking in one of your chats, and I was like, oh, I don't think I picked out the right stuff. Oh my gosh. And so I did something different the day after, thinking that I had more of an idea of what it was you were asking me to do for you. Oh, this is foreign. I think that's right side up. Yeah, that looks like it's. For a minute I was like, do I have that upside down? I think it's like Hebrew. Hubby's singing in the other room. Oh, that is funny. That is so awesome, April. I have a couple grandsons that appear to like my journals, and the one grandson is special needs, and it's the extra or deficient Y chromosome. I can never remember what it is because it doesn't have just like, you know, a name like autistic or Downs or something like that. It's some kind of chromosome thing. Hi, Bonnie. And so, and then it just manifests like autism. But instead I just say he doesn't reach his milestones, or he hasn't reached his milestones for a kid that is a sophomore in high school. But my daughter was very excited the other day, and I've said this before, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, that he can now use big numbers in language appropriately, like 1600. He can use it in a sentence appropriately. Very exciting stuff. And he's such a sweetie. Oh my gosh, he's a sweetie. I can't wait to get back to Idaho so I can have a decent thrift store. I found some fun stuff in Maryland though. And we were just driving around, and it was like a flea market on the side of the road type thing. That was fun. I sure hope you didn't overdo it, Bonnie. Journals that you'd made, April? And is Chris your husband or one of your sons? Warm in here. That's not thick enough. Nope, not thick enough. Okay, if I'm gonna have to use two, I'll use these small ones. Did you have a 12-hour shift, April? Oh, did you have a 12-hour craft session? I don't want to put any of them that way. My goodness, 12-hour live. Whoa. What inspired that? I was sleeping. I selfishly slept through the whole thing. Oh wow. Who was it? Monica was telling me, because I was saying I did a 2-hour live yesterday, and she was telling me that she had done, I think she said a 7-hour. Like, you got me beat. You got us all beat, April. How fun. I love how things develop like that. I know I'm off camera, but it is what it is right now. I love spontaneous, but I'm a big planner too. I always think I'm like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because in some ways I am extroverted, in some ways I'm introverted, and in some ways I'm spontaneous, and sometimes I am not spontaneous. I'm just weird. I'm eclectic. Whoa, sorry. Just, isn't that funny that we say sorry when we hit the camera? It's like we hit the person in the head. But sorry. I hit the camera. Well, you better go get something to eat, Joan. Hold still, hand. Ooh, ice cream sounds yummy. Yeah, I've heard that. Does it ever bother you? It's never bothered me before, but I don't question that it does bother some people. Okay, there was one more place that I need to cover up. I have 2 tubs of caramel ice cream, salted caramel. We like that too, Bonnie. I'm on a straight vanilla kick lately, though. Usually, I will eat a lot of pistachio ice cream, but lately I've just been a vanilla type person. Just trying to think that I want to trim that out. So if I go like that, I hear children outside. I do enjoy hearing children when they're playing and having fun. When they're whining and crying, that's a different matter. Do try to get my daughter to make the 1-month-old baby cry, though, because I like to hear her cry just for the reason I never get to hear her voice, so I like to hear her voice. So I'm like, move her, make her mad, move her, stick your finger in her ear. Okay, now the outside is done. Let me see if I can get this to seal over. going to be iffy. Oh, phooey. Come on, you can do it. I might just sand it. Okay, that looks good. Now, let's take a piece of packing paper and make this easy. And I don't care about this, I like that. Oh, well, that's not working well. There's an upset chicken out there, squawking her head off. There we go. This late in the day, I wouldn't think it was a clock, but it might be. Cut like what? With the... with this thing? The X-Acto knife? I just get lucky sometimes. I just get lucky sometimes. I was doing it earlier and I wasn't getting so lucky. Hey, don't stand up, you silly. Okay, that's good enough. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you're doing, April. I did a fabric collage yesterday, I think it was. I've had fabric on my mind lately, too. Okay. Well, my husband just went down to the laundromat earlier today. You could have sent the fabric with him then, April. Okay, so I'm actually going to line these puppies up. I've heard you say that before. It was funny when you said it. I think I have one. Well, I think I do have one, but I think it's in storage back in Napa. Okay. Technically, this isn't measuring, so you can't say that I measure. Just trying to make sure that when I poke my holes, they're going to be the same way. 18 trillion watches. That's a lot. There's a threat, if ever I heard one, somebody threatening to send their husband. Oh wait, I was going to ask if I could send Jeff too, but he cooked dinner and did my laundry today, so I have no grounds for saying that. I feel like I punched the little ones, darn it. Did Bonnie give you your husband, April? Poor guy, nobody wants him. Okay, that's what I'm going to do is that. Now I got to find my elastic. Oh, I know where it is. For a minute I was like, oh crap, where's my elastic? And then it hit me. I know where it is. Ooh, crash bang. That freaks my husband out when I drop things back here like that are noisy. He thinks I'm killing myself. Well, nope, that's my twine that is right there, not my elastic. Okay, come on, Tracy. Where'd you put your elastic? Elastic is twine. So is it in here? No. Elastic is like twine. Well, you guys know this doesn't happen very often that I can't find my stuff, but this is one of those times. I put it in a safe place. Yes, I did. I know. April. I thought they only did it in the morning too. I mean, they're doing that at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thanks, Joan. Bonnie, is April's husband your son? Kind of sounds like it. Okay. Turn. Oh, I think you're talking about the cat, not the husband now. Threads, but no. There's one other place I haven't looked yet. Oh, okay. I found it. So let's see. The stupid thing is that I cut it into small pieces, and I really wished I wouldn't have done that. I think I have some thicker stuff somewhere. There's no way I'm going to try and find more elastic. I'm counting my blessings that I found this. And here I thought you gave her a husband. Oops, I want to put eyelets in. Duh. One, two, three. They're all going up into the tree right now, and one of the chickens is squawking about something. Maybe somebody's got her spot in the tree or something. More crash bang. There's a lot of craft lanches going on here tonight. Stay in there. I like to either push down on this stuff to try and make sure it's not going to cut anybody, or I also like to make noise. And hammer them flat. And it's just very rewarding to make all that noise in the process. Okay, now we're ready for this. Let's see. I want to go here and here and here and here. Scissors. Would somebody put their thumb down there, please? Their finger. Okay. I think that'll work. I'm going to leave those long for a little bit because I don't know if I want to do so now I'm going to make my first. This will be my second. I have 3 signatures, but I'm only going to put 2 in here for obvious reasons. And I've been turning this into an ephemera book. So I already have some ephemera in that one. This one I sewed my ephemera in, my vellum in. And this one I did not. Okay. Where'd that page go? So now this has a lot of room. She Whiz has a lot of room. I should put another piece. I'm going to put another piece of Alaska. Yeah. I'll put another piece of Alaska in here. I'm going to put another piece of elastic in here. That doesn't look very centered, so I'm just going to do it over a bit. Hi Cindy, you were in here a little bit ago, weren't you? Or was that another chat I saw you at? Maybe it was on Joan's chat. I think it was on Joan's chat, actually. I get so confused so easily. Oh gosh, how'd that happen? I must have cut my elastic when I did that. Well, that was smart. A professional junk journaling right here, folks. Ah, wrong size. Okay, 2 more of these. Can't blame me there. That was funny. It just, my signatures fell out and I was like, what the heck? What happened? Duh. You cut right through the elastic. This segment is how not to do a junk journal. I will show you all the things that you should not do. Yes, they are. And I prefer them for ephemera books. Okay. Hold your ears, it's time to pound a little bit. I should have been a carpenter. Okay, now I don't have any long pieces, or long enough. That was so funny. Ow. Okay, so think. I gotta think. I know how to do this. I have to think. Okay, so I forget. Okay, so I'm gonna go down through here. And then, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I remember. Go in through here. And I'm just going to wing it, because I don't really remember. Okay, and then I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to go through here, I know there's like 2 steps I'm missing. And I'm just going to tie it off here and call it duh. Oh my gosh. Why isn't anybody yelling at me? Theresa, what in the Sam heck are you doing? You dummy? Okay. Try again. Okay. So we need there and there. Yes. So we're going to go here and here. And here. Okay, I'm really not liking myself at this moment. You guys all need to leave my channel right now. Well, that's great. I just put you off of crafting lives. Now, you watch my videos. I don't do this particular bit of nonsense very often. I'm so sad right now. No, wrong. You tell me I'm doing it wrong, but you're not gonna. I just did this the other night and my brain is complete mush. I mean, I can do it. I can just do 3 stupid strings, but I'm trying to not have to do that. Okay, so that goes like that, then this goes like that, and then this goes in there. And there's one. And then this goes into there. And okay, I'm just going to do this. You need to start on the end holes, not in middle ones. Okay, end holes. Okay, so, and it needs to be from the top. This is going to be a long damn video. So I'm going to do that like that. And then this goes in there. See, I was trying to not have a bunch of strings on the outside, so I'm going to quit trying to do that. And then go in there. Told me I had to start on the end. No, I'm just going to do it this way. I was okay with 2 holes. 3 holes is killing me. I keep looking up, Bonnie. I am so going to give up and just do 3 separate threads. But I keep thinking I'm smarter than. Go down the first hole. Okay. Which one? I want to do that too, Cindy. Okay, so go down the first hole. Oh, so when you say go down the first hole, then over to the next hole. I quit. Sorry, but I'll never get this done if I don't go find my my binding playlist. Yeah, I thought it would come up, but it's not. Okay, so go down the first hole, then over to the next. Over, not down. Okay. Down the first hole and then over to the next, like this. See, Cindy, a 3-hole pamphlet stitch is so much easier. Okay, over, not down. Down the first, up through the middle hole next to it, like this, right, Bonnie? Like you lace a shoe. I don't lace a shoe. Awesome. Okay, so, oh, like you lace a shoe. Down to the bottom middle, okay? And now up through up through this one. Sorry, I got a tickle now. Right, Cindy, I have slippers on right now. Okay. Down to the bottom middle. I did that, down to the bottom middle. And then in through here. And then you were screwed. up hole like this. And now do I go down through here? Like that. Can't be like that. Oh wait. Oh wait, and then back through here. Okay, I think I remember. Back through here, and then you need more stuff here, and this goes down here, and then this goes in here. I'm shaking so much because I'm excited that I remembered. Oh my Lord. Yep, that's what I wanted. I need an anvil. Or Bonnie probably needs an anvil too, trying to figure out how to. She's probably trying to reach through the computer and smack me. I need somebody's thumb again. Okay, now I'm going to leave the strings for now. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one in. There's my cut string. I'm sweating, man. I think I'll put this one in the middle. I think that's upside down. That is upside down. Thank you so much, Bonnie. See, Cindy, how easy that was? Ooh, look at that. Where'd that come from? Here's another one. You guys go away. You don't belong in here. Yes, you're perfect. Thank you so much. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here, now that fits better with the type of cover that I made for it. My cover is technically a little short, so I will probably put some lace on there, but it's also nice because then the lace shows that's on my pages. So, wow, 1 hour and 35 minutes to do that. And then of course I'm gonna put some stuff on here for this old paper that's cracking. Me too, Bonnie. This is why it's good that I have quiet chats. It was hard to walk me through that, but you were a champ. Thank you. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to drink some more water. Well, I did read in the Junk Journal Madness Facebook group that Susan's brother did die this afternoon. So I wouldn't say it to her because I don't know how she feels about it. And Susan, if you're watching the replay, I hope this doesn't offend you, but I'm glad that he's at peace, and hopefully you all will. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Hopefully you all in the family will find your peace now too, after worrying about him and his illness these last days. Well, I am excited that that finally worked. Now I just don't know what to do with myself. I was expending so much brain energy on that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some fabric here, and ever since I watched your live the other day, April, where you went into like different sections of your journal and you wrapped ribbons around, I have been so interested in doing that. I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, I can do that with this. Let me find some ribbons. My pieces aren't really long enough though. I'll have to go back and watch your video, April, to see what you did. But I can tell you right now, this is not something for somebody like me to do. Joan tying 3 ribbons together is a lot of fun with tremors. Let me tell you, girl. I'm just going to try this. Is that what you do, April? And then I just have to find more stuff. Well, I only want to do one more. I'm going to do one more, but not tonight. Yeah, because I still haven't decided how to. Yes, pull the knot to the top. Yes. I did. There. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm done taking journeys into the unknown. So thanks for visiting with me tonight and keeping me company. I think I'll put some charms down here. And I will see you in the next video, whether it's yours or mine. Take care and have a great night. Thanks for all your help. Bye.